Okay. Sounds like you can hear me. Okay. Hi, guys. We'll let some people get in. We'll wait a couple minutes for some people to join and then. Cool. I I apologize if it's just like kind of a mess behind me. I tried to clean it up a little, but a lot of crafting goes on in this room, as you all know. So there's not much I can do about it. It's fine. So, I mean, I guess I can kind of start by kind of explaining what this is that we're kind of doing. I mean, first I want to say I apologize for not having just like a regular video up this week. This last video I've been trying to do, I've been struggling with. It's supposed to be working on the invitations for our Monster Prom, but not only did a lot of things I ordered on Amazon get delayed and I had to either cancel and reorder them or I just had to wait on them, but also I'm just like I've been insanely busy with I pre-recorded a video and then that's going to come out in October, and I am working on editing a video for Patreon, so I have a lot of editing I'm trying to do, and it was crazy, so I just figured I would just do this live stream instead to get something out for you guys to watch, and then we will continue with the regularly scheduled stuff. But so that's why we're doing this. But also, what this is, this like Halloween calendar here, which I'm just using a template from Google Docs to do this. I usually go into Photoshop after I've put all of the movies in and like put some cute graphics on it and stuff, but I have filled out most of it because honestly most of it is plug and play from last year, because I keep all the calendars from the years before, and the way that this kind of calendar thing started is this is kind of like a tradition that I've done for a really long time. It started because back in the day, before before there was streaming services, before Netflix existed and we only had cable TV, I had to figure out when my favorite Halloween movies were going to be on TV, and I didn't want to miss them, so I would find out the schedule that for when these movies were coming out, because a lot of times they would get released online, Disney's schedule or whatever. And so I made a calendar of when these movies were coming on, what time, what channel, so I can make sure not to miss it. And that was how this started. And then over the years, when streaming services kind of became available and nobody really has cable anymore, you don't have to catch it on TV anymore, it just kind of, I kept doing it to just decide what days during the month I wanted to watch what movies, because I still had the kind of Halloween movie list. And of course it grew and grew and grew, having access to more and more movies now with streaming services and stuff. So that is why this calendar, if you will notice, some of these days on here, there's a lot of double features, because in order to fit everything in here, I have to do that. Unfortunately, there are a lot of movies on here that I used to watch every October, but they kind of got bumped off the list. They kind of didn't make the cut. They haven't made the cut for a couple years now, and it's just mostly because I had to really condense my screening process for movies, because it was like, if it didn't specifically have Halloween in it or make me feel Halloween-y specifically, it had to go. Unfortunately, that's why things like Corpse Bride used to be on here. Frankenweenie used to be on here. There were a lot of, almost everything Tim Burton was on here if I could fit it in. But I think maybe the only things that aren't necessarily Halloween, that don't take place on Halloween, there's a few, but they make me feel Halloween-y. They're nostalgic, like Beetlejuice, like Ghostbusters, and so that kind of stuff has to stay. But yeah, so most of this is plug and play from last year. I usually include on here where to watch it, because I usually post this. We have like a Facebook group with a bunch of friends, and I usually post it so that our friends can also enjoy and watch when we're watching, or they can come over and watch it with us. So that's the idea of this kind of thing, why we do it. But yeah, most of this is just, I usually kind of put it on the same days. There's not much that has to be on a certain day, except for maybe like Nightmare Before Christmas is usually the first movie I always watch every October. That's kind of become a tradition to watch that on the first day. So I will do that, but and then I usually near the end of October, which is usually like the second to last week before Halloween, we watch a bunch of witchy movies. I call that like the witchy week. You can kind of see like these right here, because usually we carve pumpkins here, like on a Sunday, getting close to Halloween. We'll carve pumpkins, and now we do a live stream of it. Like we did one last year that was really successful, so I kind of want to do it again this year. But we usually always watch Hocus Pocus the same day that we do the pumpkin carving, and so then that kind of just like paves the way for more witchy movies. So of course I have all these witchy movies that week. So that's like our witchy movie week. But other than that, this blank week here is what I kind of wanted to fill in with you guys. I filled in everything else on my own because, well, like I said, it was plug and play, and I kind of knew where things needed to go, and that was just going to get boring if you guys just sat here to watch me do that. But this blank week usually changes every year. Sometimes it's like a slasher movie week, so I'll have like slasher movies. Sometimes it is, I I think one time we just did like so bad it's good horror movies. Like really bad horror movies that that are just like so terrible but they're enjoyable. Last year we did a vampire week, so I had a bunch of vampire movies that week. And I think this year we want to do werewolf movies. So I need help coming up with more werewolf movies. I've got some in mind that I know I want to put in there, but I am struggling with coming up with some other ones because there's some movies, like in particular, like Van Helsing is a movie that I love to watch every year. It's not on here yet because I couldn't fit it in. I haven't found a spot for it. But I thought, I mean, technically that could go in the werewolf, the werewolf week, but that's just because there are werewolves in it, but it's not like strictly werewolf. You know, it's not about werewolves. It's mostly about vampires. And we did do that vampire week last week, so I don't know. Maybe I'll have to try and find a way to fit it in as like a double feature somewhere else. But, so, yeah, that's kind of what I need help with. I need help filling in here some werewolf movies. I might not do any double features on here. I don't think I will need to. But I guess we can get started. So if you can think of any werewolf movies, please send them in the chat. I think the ones that I've got that I will add in here for sure is American Werewolf in London. That's got to go in here. Teen Wolf, the one with Michael J. Fox. That's got to go in here. For sure. There was another one I was thinking of. Now I can't remember. I thought about The Howling. Because that is a good werewolf horror movie, but it is also a little bit disturbing. Especially like the werewolf transformations. It's a little tough to watch, even for me. Ginger Snaps. That was the other one that I definitely have to put in here. But, so I've got those. And I'm kind of blanking on other things. So I need help. But I guess we can kind of start. I can start putting in at least the ones that I know I want. Let's see. I want to put my favorites. Let's see. We could do... I guess we could do Teen Wolf here on Sunday. Let's change the font. Alright, let's do this. And if you guys want, I can post this calendar on my Patreon. And I mean, obviously it'll be available for anybody, not just members. I'll just post it there, and then that way if you wanna have it to join in and watch the same movies that I'm watching in October, you can. I think I want to do that. So anyway, so yeah, we'll do Teen Wolf here. I usually look up where it is. Usually they're always on Amazon, but let's see. Okay, it's on on Amazon to rent and YouTube, and it's free on Pluto. But I guess I'll just put Amazon. That's the one that most people have. Okay. We said American Werewolf in London. There's the other one that we definitely want on here. Is it an American Werewolf in London? Or is it just... I think it is. Yep. I gotta make sure. People gonna come for me in the comments of this video. Okay. If you've never seen this movie, I encourage you to watch it. It is, especially if you're not like, even if you're not like a super big horror fan, it has like one of the best werewolf transformations ever in a movie. It's really good, and it's like I said, it's kind of a horror comedy, so it's not super intense. There's a lot of practical effects, so it's like kind of super 80s, and the makeup is, special effects makeup is really well done. So, but it's not super gory. There's a lot of like jump scares in it, I will say for sure. There's a lot of jump scares, but it is one of my favorites. They had a sequel that was American Werewolf in Paris, but I don't think I'm gonna put that on here because I didn't really like it. It's not bad, but it was definitely not as good as the other one. Ooh, this is free on Tubi. Oh, it's free on Amazon. That's cool. Okay. Awesome. Some of these, like, even like the ones that I plug and play, a lot of them last year I had on the calendars on Netflix, and now when I look, they're not on Netflix anymore. Netflix stinks. Alright, anyways. Let's see. Ginger Snaps was the other one. Which is also a great movie. If you've never seen it. It is like a female werewolf movie, which we don't really have very many of those. It was like, if you like Jennifer's Body, you would like Ginger Snaps, because it's a similar. It did what Jennifer's Body did, but it did it in year 2000. It is very similar to Jennifer's Body. Ginger, the main character, is kind of like the Jennifer character, but she turns into a werewolf instead of like a demon or whatever. Now, some of these movies are like technically on Shudder, but it doesn't come up when I search. Because I'm pretty sure this movie is on Shudder still, but it's free on Tubi. AMC Plus. Oh, it's free on Amazon. Okay. Oh, it's on Peacock too. Okay, so we'll put Peacock and Amazon. Or Amazon. Boop. Okay. Now that's pretty much all I got. I got 4 more spots left. Now, one thing I did think of, and tell me if I'm way off base here. Hold on. Is Underworld: Rise of the Lycans. That's a werewolf movie. I don't know. Are you guys fans of the Underworld movie or no? I like the Underworld movies. I think they're all pretty good. But well, I'll take that back. I think like the first one is the best one, and then they kind of got not great after that. But I did like Rise of the Lycans a lot. Why is it doing that? I don't know. So, I might put that on here. Let's see. Because I thought it was kind of cool how we had like the... I mean, we kind of knew what happened with the Lycans, but we didn't completely know the entire story, so it was kind of cool to get that. And I don't know. I remember seeing that in theaters, and I thought it was really good. And you don't have to have seen the other ones to have to enjoy it. Damn, that's really annoying. Okay. Let's see. Wow, this is... You can't... Oh, okay, Amazon. I was like, man, you can't watch this anywhere. Let's see. 9. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. Let's see. Underworld. I don't know. Do you guys like the Underworld movies? Let me know. It's on Amazon. Like I said, I do really like the first one. I like the lore of all the movies. I just feel like once they got into like the hybrid situation with like Michael becoming like both a werewolf and a vampire together, and he kind of looks like Nightcrawler from X-Men, I got kind of... It lost me. It lost me. It just lost me. Yeah, I don't know. It just got really like a mess. But I think Rise of the Lycans was really good. And like I said, you don't have to have seen the other Underworlds because it's a prequel. It's a prequel. It's nice to know about what's going on in the Underworld universe, because there's some like things where you're like, oh, that's why that happened or whatever. But you don't have to. It's still good without it. Let's see. What other? I've got 3 left. I need suggestions. Let me look. We're gonna search. Werewolf movies. Oh, there's like the original Wolfman. That's a good one. Trick or Treat. That has werewolves in it. And it's not, I mean, it's not like the main story isn't about werewolves, but I don't really care. I actually... Yes, I think I'm going to put that on here. Okay, let's see. Because Trick or Treat used to be in the lineup normally, but again, I couldn't fit it in here. I had no room. This is what happens. I have to get creative with this. Okay, yeah, we're putting this in here. I don't care if people think it's not technically a werewolf movie. We're doing it. Because honestly, it is one of my favorite parts of this movie. I mean, I like the movie as a whole, but and if you haven't watched it, I'm going to try not to spoil it too much, but just that segment was like my favorite. So good. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go with that. Let's see. Okay, let's see, where can we watch it? Now, a lot of these I have on, like, I own these, but, like, again, I just put this here for other people's benefit. Oh, you can watch it on Max and Amazon. Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, if I got Trick or Treat on here, then doesn't that stand to reason that I should be able to put Van Helsing on here? Is that my loophole? Can I put Van Helsing on here now? Because technically, if Trick or Treat counts as a werewolf movie, then so does this. Well, let's keep looking at what we got here real quick. They got Blood and Chocolate. I didn't really like that. I had never read the book, so I heard that it was way off from the book. Hey, look. Well, Van Helsing is on here. You guys can't see this because I've got it on my other screen, but when I searched werewolf movies, Trick or Treat came up, and so did Van Helsing, so I think that might be a sign. Oh, I remember this. The Boy Who Cried Werewolf. Have you guys ever seen that? It was a movie from Nickelodeon. It was on Nickelodeon. It was kind of like, I guess you could say it was like Nickelodeon's version of kind of like a Disney Channel original movie, but it was like a Nickelodeon one because it just aired on Nickelodeon on TV, and it has Victoria. Wait, no, what's her name? What is her name? Yeah, Victoria Justice. I was right. It actually wasn't bad. I actually kind of liked it. And since, I'm thinking, since, like, last year when we did the vampire list, we did a vampire week, one of the things I put on there was Mom's Got a Date with a Vampire from Disney Channel Original, which is a really cheesy Disney Channel Original movie that's really dumb, but I love it. So I feel like this needs to be on there because I did that last year. I put a dumb, cheesy vampire movie on there, so I need to put a dumb, cheesy werewolf movie on here. Right? But I don't know if I want to do it on Friday night because so I usually have a writers club on Friday nights, so I've been trying to schedule like some of the ones on Friday night, ones that like I'm pretty familiar with in case I fall asleep, because I'm usually at writers club till late, and then when I come home I'll watch the movie and probably fall asleep during it because it's usually really late. So I try to watch a movie that I've seen quite a lot, and I haven't seen this movie in a while, so I don't really want to fall asleep to it. I think I'm going to move Teen Wolf here, because that's one I can fall asleep to. I'm not saying because I hate it or anything. It's because I absolutely love it, and it's like a comfort movie, and it's not gory and scary, and I can fall asleep to it on the couch. Let's see. Okay, we'll put Teen Wolf here, actually. And then I guess we can put that there. Do I want it on a different day? Do I? Yeah, I think I'm going to put it on Thursday night. So let's move Trick or Treat over here. See, this is where this comes. I get a lot of, like, I move things around. Because I think about myself on a week. And, like, Monday and Tuesday nights, I'm usually really tired. Because I have to get up early those days. I also, like, have to go to bed kind of early the nights before. So I try to, again, schedule a movie I've seen before. But, or that, you know, whatever. And I just think about, like, myself. Like, am I going to want to focus on this movie when I'm tired? But, like, Wednesday, Thursday, I'm usually refreshed, you know. I didn't have to get up as early. Those days I'm usually working on YouTube stuff or other things, so I'm probably more chipper. So I have to think about stuff like that. I know it sounds stupid, but okay. And a lot of times, this is never, ever set in stone. Usually, by the time that October comes and my month fills up with all the spooky things that I want to do, things get changed around. So, okay, so we've got... Boop. And where are we gonna watch this movie? Is it on anything? Amazon Prime, of all things. Cool. Awesome. Some of these movies I'm like, I don't know, do they even have this available? Okay. Alright, so we got one left. So, I could put Van Helsing in here. Or I could do Classic Wolfman, because I think those are the last contenders. Because everything else I look at is, like I said, there's Howling, which I like. It's good, but it's a little much. It's hard to watch. And I'm also thinking of my husband, who has a trouble stomaching certain movies more than me. And I don't want it to be unpleasant for him. So, oh wow, you know what? I forgot about that movie, that Red Riding Hood. Forgot about that movie. It wasn't bad. But then again, it's been a really long time since I've watched that. So I might not remember how bad it was. I remember it getting a lot of hate when it came out. But I remember seeing it and being like, I actually didn't hate that. I mean, I think I think it was like I saw the twist coming. Because there was like a twist. And I kind of saw the twist coming a mile away. But I chalked that up to just me knowing twists, because I've watched a lot of horror movies and it's just habit by now. But I don't know, I can't decide. You guys have an opinion? I have the last day for any of you guys still who are joining in, weren't here at the beginning. We're working on this werewolf week here, and so far we got Trick or Treat, which I know isn't technically like a werewolf movie, but it's got werewolves in it, so I'm counting it because I love this movie. It's an excuse to put it on here. We got An American Werewolf in London. We got Ginger Snaps. We got Underworld, Rise of the Lycans. We got The Boy Who Cried Werewolf, which is a Nickelodeon movie. It's really cheesy. And then we got Teen Wolf, the Michael J. Fox one. And I've got 1 day left, and I'm trying to decide between the classic Wolfman, like the black and white one, because that's good, or I just got reminded of the Red Riding Hood movie, or do I want to put Van Helsing in here, even though it's not technically a werewolf? It's not technically a werewolf movie, but again, there's werewolves in it. And Van Helsing turns into a werewolf himself at the end. Which I loved to watch Van Helsing during the year. I might have to flip a coin or something. Let's see. Because nobody's answering. Let's see. Let's flip a coin. Let's see, we can do a thing here on the it's got the Goosebumps movie on here, which I guess, yeah, has a werewolf in it, but it doesn't really count. Now you're just grasping for straws here. Okay, let's see. And we did mention The Howling. I don't know if anybody says it's like The Howling. We mentioned that, but again, I feel like as far as werewolf transformations go, it's a little much and it's kind of hard to watch. And I don't, a lot of people who watch these movies with us can't handle like that level of I think American Werewolf in London is kind of a cutoff. I know there's a little bit of gore and ginger snaps too, but it's not really that bad. But I don't know, just when you have a werewolf transformation where somebody is peeling off their skin to reveal the werewolf underneath, and then vice versa. In the case of The Howling, there's even a scene where the werewolf is mouth is coming out of his mouth. It's just really intense. It's good. It's definitely worth a watch if you've never seen it, but it's tough. So I don't think I'm going to put that on the list. Maybe I will watch it on my own, while I'm crafting or something. It'll be my little sneak in there, but alright, let's see. Let's see, a random pick generator. We're just gonna put these 3 in. Actually, I'm just gonna put the 2. I'm gonna put the Wolfman and Van Helsing, because I don't think I really want to watch Red Riding Hood again. I'm a little curious because again, it's been a really long time since I've seen it. When did that come out? Wow, it's really hard to find that exact movie. Oh, I think it's just called Red Riding Hood. Okay, hold on. I was typing Little Red Riding Hood in. Oh, 2011. Okay. I feel like it was earlier than that. Anyways. Alright, random pick generator. Okay. Actually, you know what? Fine, I'll put it in there. Red Riding Hood. It's been a long time since I've watched it. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Okay. Riding Hood. We got Wolfman. And then Van Helsing. Wolfman wins. Alright. Wolfman it is. Classic Wolfman. $1941 Wolfman. Oh wow, it's on Amazon Prime. Interesting. Cool. I own it, but... Alright. Alright, The Wolfman. It won. I might watch the other ones. I will probably watch Van Helsing one of these days. Maybe on actual Halloween. I usually keep Halloween open and like don't watch a movie because I don't really know what I'm doing on actual Halloween. Usually my husband and I will go out to eat because it's our anniversary, so we usually at least do that, but you know, sometimes we'll come back home and watch a movie, so maybe we could watch Van Helsing then. I think it got bumped because I had to make space. I tried to make space for Lisa Frankenstein because I really wanted to add that to the roster this year. This has become like one of my favorites. But anyway. Why did I put Interview with a Vampire down here? I don't know. It's so long. I don't know why I put that there on a night before I have to get up super early. That was dumb. Whatever. It's fine. Okay. Oh yeah, and then the 26th is blank because that's our Halloween party, so that's why there's no movie there. Because I ain't got time to watch no movie that day. But, I mean, we're having like an after party. So we're having our Halloween party, but it's only going until 9 o'clock because it's going to be a dance. And the place that we're having it, we can only have it until like 9. And we're having like an after party at our apartment for whoever, like the few amount of people who want to come and just hang out and like have drinks because we can't have alcohol at the place. But maybe we can watch Van Helsing then while we're having drinks. I don't know. Gotta specify 1941, man, because they had the remake, which wasn't bad. I know it got a lot of hate, but it wasn't bad. I actually kind of liked it. Let's see. Okay, Amazon. You know, technically, I guess we could have put the third Harry Potter movie on here. That's a werewolf movie. That's one of the reasons why I really like the third Harry Potter. 'Cause of the werewolf. Anyways. Okay. Well, I guess we're done. I figured it out. We got all of these. Now these might change. Who knows? I might change it. I might not decide. I might decide I don't want to watch The Wolfman. And watch something else, but I feel like we gotta have the OG. We gotta have the OG werewolf on here, you know what I mean? Because Wolfman walked so the rest of these movies could run. Am I right? Anyways. Alright, that's it. Like I said, I usually go into Photoshop and I usually put some graphics in. I put like graphics up here by the title, and I put like one for Halloween party, and I put one here, this is Happy Halloween, and stuff like that. And I will most likely do that. But after I do all of that fun stuff and make it look nice and pretty, I will post it on my Patreon. Maybe like kind of close to October. I will do that. And it will be available for anybody. Like, you don't have to be a member. You don't have to be a free member or paid member. I will just have it to the public. So you can, if you just go to my Patreon, which will be in the link of this description of this video, you can just have access to it. So I will definitely do that. Speaking of Patreon, I will drop surely tomorrow, because I'm almost done editing it, a Friday Night Creepover will be there. That is for free members and paid members, but if you're a free member, you can watch it. I basically just talked about our Beetlejuice watch party and how that went, and and I talked about Beetlejuice too, and my thoughts about it. They were good. Mostly positive, because I did really like it. But if you want to know my in-depth thoughts about the movie, I talk about it non-spoiler, and then I talk about it spoiler. Anyway, if you want to know my in-depth thoughts about Beetlejuice 2, you can go to my Patreon and watch that. It should drop tomorrow, because I try to post the Friday Night Creepovers on Friday. So, yeah. So there's that. We will be back to our regularly scheduled program after this. Sorry about not getting a regular video out, but I promise I will film it next week, because I have all of the supplies now, finally. I think the last bit are coming in tomorrow, and but I can get the majority of them done without this one thing that I'm still waiting on. But yes, that video I will film tomorrow, so you'll get it a week from now. But yes, the invitations. And then after that, I'm doing the completion of my zombie costume, my prom zombie costume. We're doing the photo shoot for that this weekend. So, that will be awesome. I'm excited to post that as well. So, that will probably be, like, the week after. So, you'll have, like, a video 2 weeks in a row instead of every other week, which I usually do. It'll be 2 weeks in a row because this one was so delayed. So, enjoy that. And then I have a lot of extra things in October coming up. Like I said, I pre-shot some things for October. And one of them is really fun that includes my siblings. I did another video with them, and it was hilarious. So I'm excited I can't wait to post that. So anyways, but yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully this gave you guys an idea of some, movies to watch in October. Like I said, it'll be on Patreon. And if you guys liked this, let me know, because we could do this every year if we want. I know, because I know, like I said, we did a pumpkin carving live stream last year, and it was like a lot of y'all tuned in on that. So I think we're going to do that again this year. We're going to carve pumpkins live again, because that was really fun, and you guys seem to really like it. So if this was fun, let me know, because this could be a live stream every year too. I could do it again next year. This could become an annual thing as well, because like I said, this week there's always a week that we do something different. Most of this is plug and play, but there's a week that we usually is themed, and it'd be nice to get help with that and get people's input. So anyway, I guess that's it. I'm excited for spooky season. I hope you guys are too. This got me really excited, especially. But again, obviously all the links to my social media and everything will be in the description. Again, my Patreon, keep an eye on that, because there'll be a lot of spooky things, goodies there this spooky season. And my Etsy shop too, which if you want things for October, put your orders in please now, because this is the month that I really have the time to work on them. And I will be putting my shop on vacation, like, usually around the end of October, like, the last 2 weeks. Probably these last 2 weeks. Actually, I don't know. Maybe, yeah, I think so. It'll be, like, the week leading up to our party, and then the week after until Halloween. And then, but I usually do that because I can't even think about Etsy stuff then. I'm too busy doing stuff for a party and everything. And then I just want to kind of enjoy the last week of leading up to Halloween. But, okay. I guess that's it. So, hope this was fun to watch. Sorry, again, about not a regular video, but I hope this satisfied, held you over until the next video comes out. Okay, well, I guess you guys just stay spooky. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you